everybody, welcome back to the Matt's Railway Adventures YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me today as we returned to the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway for their Summer Diesel Gala. It should be a good day with lots of thrashing hopefully. Just about to leave Proddington on the first train of the day, which is 50021, commonly known as Rodney. I don't know if it's after Rodney Trott or not. It is one of two guest locomotives this weekend alongside Class 37 D6700, which we'll probably see later on. Yeah, 50021 Rodney is not exactly a stranger to the railway. Yeah, and yeah, it's always been here before. First entered service on the 4th of May 1968. Back then, it was numbered D421. And end of July 1978, the locomotive received the name Rodney after HMS Rodney. Yes, there's just a little bit of history there. Yeah, it's going to be a busy day, long day, but should be a good day. Plenty of variety of diesel locomotives and everything, which I'll do their best to get as much as they can. Yeah, the plan is here to go down one stop on the line to Winchcombe, then we'll head back up the line from Winchcombe. Unfortunately today we don't stop at Hales Abbey Holt, which is a shame, and I've had the steam gala as we did. Yep, I will come back at the next stop. Right, just arrived into Winchcombe, just waiting for the 0212 head down the line. Might be able to hear it is making a nice racket. Good old diesel noises. Then once that goes, we've got a little bit of time here, then we can head back up the line behind the next one. There is Rodney. Right, so that was 58C1 just heading out from Winchcombe. And the one we saw leave just before that, I think it was one of the Class 47s. Freightliner one. Goes down to see two there. We've got a little bit of time here at Winchcombe now, I think. I reckon, yeah, the next one will be about just after 10:15. So, yeah, you got a little bit of time, which is cool. Have a little look around. Right, here we've got D2182. It's a little shunter thing. I think it's one of those I might be doing little brake van rides today. Right down the bottom side where the engine sheds up. And the key question is there any information on it? Oh, no. Yeah, that's just one of the little shunters here. Got lots of old stock all over the place. That's just a good view here of Winchcombe Station. So we're venturing back to in a minute. Pretty sure I might have said when I was here last time there, if you ever get a chance to come up and do this railway, it is worth doing. Countryside's nice, the views are nice. It's not as many stations as on WSR, but I'm not going to try and compare them. It's unlike the WSR where some of the stations are just, there's not really a lot else to see or do. Most of the stations here on the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Steam Railway, there is things to see and do at almost every one. So there's only like 4 or 5 stations on this line. Yeah, so you've got Tollington, which is like the main one. Very old Winchcombe, you've got engine sheds and what, which you can view. Gotherington, you've got like a private garden, which the people who own the house normally open up for like snacks and refreshments, and there's other things to keep you amused there. Cheltenham Racecourse, bottom end of the line, you've got like a good 18-minute turnaround thing, so depending on what they can, you can sometimes look in the engines themselves there. Then the top end of that, you've got Broadway, and they're redoing platform 2 there. That's still worth seeing. Then we're heading back over to the main platforms now. Not do that, I'm not. Yeah, from here I think it's going to be back up the line. Might even actually, don't know where I'm going to go yet. I'll work that out. Right, just arrived in there. We've got double header of class 20s, 2137 behind. Where we have the one here? Hang on. Yeah, there's 2137. 2228. I just arrived into Broadway, and that was whichever one it is, Delta 6948, which is arguably at the back of the train as we head back. So you should have something at the top end as well. This will give you a little chance to hear the diesel engine there. Not sure what's going to be up at the front, but there will be something up at the front. Yeah, not sure if I mentioned last time I was here, but all these stations still got a lot of, looks like original features, which is really good to see. But let's see if you can see what I mean. Almost tied down at the other end. And we have got Delta 6700. There we go, that's going to be putting us back down when we leave. So here, D6700 is the other guest locomotive this weekend. So at least we've now seen both the guest locomotives quite early on. Looks very nice as well, and it's British Railways green, and sounds good as well. There you go. That gives a good view of it as I walk back. Don't walk into the light either. Yeah, that's just a look at Broadway Station. Definitely need to come back on a non-event day. Just have almost going to do some let's visit station videos. we are back at Toddington and we're just about to leave in a few minutes on 37215. Now 37 still actually do run on the main line as well. Yep, as I was just about to leave Toddington behind 37215. Had to get new hats. I've lost, the other one fell off and landed up between the two tracks, so you may never see that again. I had to get a new one. So yeah, originally 37215 went into service as D6915 in 1963, so quite old. I spent its years hauling a mix of passenger and freight trains all over the national network before being brought for preservation by the owners, the Growler Group. It first arrived here at Toddington by road from Inverness, bloody hell, on the 24th of June 1994, and then went back into service in 1998. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. So you still get Class 37s on the main line, and they're quite a popular sight with train spotters and whatnot. As I said, I've had to get new hats, so as about the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway, it has to be a Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway hat for the time being. So just right back into Broadway, top end of the line, and at the head of the train that's come in is 47376 Freightliner of 1995. Got a few minutes here, I think. Maybe just been outside, have a quick wander back down. Not sure there's going to be anything down the far end, we'll have a look. And the other end of the train is Class 45, 45, 149. This is the one that should have been top of tail with the Class 26 that was due to come back in, but obviously isn't running today, it's a shame. Not sure how much longer I've actually got it, not long I think. And the final trip of the day for me. Currently sat in the waiting pier just outside Gotherington. There is another diesel about to come through on the other platform, currently at Gotherington Halt. So I'll get out the window then. Next stop will, ending day at what's it called? We started, Todrington, or whatever it's called. Mine's gone blank. Bye. Now, that's it for the day here at the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway and Toddington Station. Just seen probably the last passenger service go out, and then the freight line run leave as well. So yeah, that is everything from today's video. So that's just that'll do nicely, I think. So thank you very much for joining me today. I've come up to the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway for their Summer Diesel Gala. And if you enjoy the content, then please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that kind of good stuff. Another one nice little push will hopefully now get me up to 200 subscribers, which will be epic. So yeah, until next time, I'll talk to everybody very soon. So from Toddington Station here at the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway, it's choo choo for now.